Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring your feet forward to your hands. Coming into the forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, fold into the legs. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now listen. As you breathe in, bend your right knee and raise your left arm to the ceiling, taking a twist. Take a moment here. Few breaths. Exhale, release and fold over your legs. Bend your left knee, raise your right arm. Inhale, twist the other way. Very nice. Take a few breaths here. So I feel a nice stretch in the straight leg. Some of you might feel a bit of an opening in the chest or shoulder. Exhale, fold. 2 more each side with breath. Inhale, open to the left, bend the right knee. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open to the right, bend the left knee. Exhale, fold. 1 more on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time as we breathe in, we rise to stand. A little bend in the knees protects your back as you reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart center. You're going to raise the arms again. Inhale. Take hold of the right wrist. Give it a pull. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, lean over to the left. Pause. Breathe into the side of the body. Exhale, you may go a little deeper. Inhale, come up. Take hold of the left wrist. Exhale, lean over to the right. Pause. Breathe into the side of the body. Pull on the wrist. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, come up, touch your palms, lean back. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, come to your halfway lift. Exhale, step to the top of a push-up. Option 1 is knees down. Option 2 is knees lifted. I'm demonstrating level 1. Exhale, lower Chaturanga Dandasana with the upper arms grazing the side of the body. Listen, bring your right arm out to the right, palm down, slide it over, and roll your body over. So you're rolling your hips open. It's quite a deep twist in the torso, an incredibly deep shoulder and chest opener. Take a few breaths. Exhale, gently roll back through center. Take your left arm out to the left, shoulder height, slide it over. Inhale, roll your body over. Take a moment here. Exhale, come to center. Place your fingers under your shoulders for level 1, which is Cobra, or hands under elbows for level 2, which is Up Dog. I'm demonstrating Cobra. Come up with bent elbows, shoulders pull down. Exhale, go back to Downward Facing Dog. Lift your hips. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, bring your feet forward to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Twist. Bend your left knee, raise your right arm. Inhale. Fold. Exhale. Twist. Bend your right knee, raise your left arm. Inhale. Fold. Exhale. Rise to stand. Inhale. Reach your arms overhead. Bring your hands to your heart center. Exhale. Raise your arms, inhale, catch the left wrist, shoulders down, give it a pull up and over to the right, exhale. Come up to center, inhale, grab your right wrist, pull it up and take it over to the left, exhale. Come up, inhale, touch your palms, lean back. Fold forward over your legs, exhale. Come halfway up, inhale. Step to the top of a push-up, exhale. Level 1, knees down. Level 2, knees up. Inhale, I'm demonstrating level 2, Chaturanga Dandasana. Come all the way down to the floor. Take your left arm out to the left. Inhale, roll over and roll your hips open to the ceiling. Exhale, come through center. Take your right arm out and roll your body over. Inhale. Come through center. Exhale, place your palms, fingers under shoulders, level 1, wrists under elbows, level 2. Here's level 2, upward facing dog. Inhale. Beautiful. Downward facing dog. Exhale. One thing I really absolutely adore about level 1 is there is this feeling of simplicity, and for me it helps to ground me, it calms me, and it stops me with all this complicated stuff that we're always, you know, with Vinyasa too, I'm always trying to find something strong, something challenging, something technical. This one is just like, well, I don't know, it just, there's something just really pure about it. So there's nothing too fancy in this one tonight. We're going to raise our right leg. Inhale, fan toes, look towards the hands. Step that foot forward between the hands. Exhale. Lower to the left knee. Walk your right toes open and circle your right arm behind you. Inhale. Now if you really sink the hips, you may feel a nice stretch in the waist. Roll. In fact, why don't you take your hand to your right thigh and roll it away from you. Spiral the chest open. Take a few breaths. Feel free to stay here or reach back for that back foot, grab hold of it, and take a quad stretch. Lean back. Feel free to stay here or come down to the left forearm and continue to open. So we create space. We're moving everything in opposite directions. Very gently release. Come to center. Walk the right foot in as you turn the toes forward and raise your arms overhead. Anjaneyasana, crescent moon. So if you look at the curve, the C-like curve of the body, from the back foot to the hands, hips are forward. I'm creating a C-like shape with my body. Only lean back if it feels comfortable for the back. Breathe. Take a giant breath in and take those arms in the biggest circle that you can. Exhale. As the arms go down, tuck the toes of the left foot and lift the knee. Inhale, come up. So there's a wobble factor in this one because the heel is lifted. Press the heel back. Sink into the front knee and lift the left thigh up unless that aggravates your lower back. Breathe. One more big breath in here. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Steady your gaze on the floor in front of you. Virabhadrasana 3. Inhale, lift up. And slowly lower your shoulders to hip height. Working strength into the standing leg. It's going to start to feel the burn. Breathe in. Exhale, come up and bring your left knee to your chest. Find balance. Find stability through the right leg. Okay, here's where the burn's really going to be felt. Inhale, return Virabhadrasana 3. Kick the leg back and slowly lower your shoulders to hip height. You'll feel it. Exhale, come up. Keep the gaze steady. Move the body with slow, sweet grace. Inhale, take it back. Last one. Exhale, come up. Bring the knee to the chest. And as you breathe in, you're going to step the foot to the floor and raise the arms to the ceiling. Look up. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step back and lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rise, your choice, Cobra or Up Dog. Exhale, roll back over the toes, Downward Facing Dog. So someone once said to me, why don't your heels touch the floor in Down Dog? That is simply a choice. That's not the goal to get the heels down in Down Dog, because that is just a symbol of how close your feet are to your hands. I usually have my feet far back enough that my heels lift so that I've got space to stretch my calves into. Okay, so if you just adjust the Down Dog. For me, I like my heels to be slightly lifted so that I've got something to press down towards to create that stretch. If you're fully tight in the back of the body and your spine is all wonky and rounded, then you need to bend those knees. Raise your left leg, inhale. Step the foot between the hands, exhale. Lower to the right knee, turn left toes open and circle left arm behind you. Actually, don't circle left arm behind you. We're bringing hand to thigh this time. So press hand to thigh and start to guide the left thigh away as you look over the left shoulder. Stay here or reach back for your right foot. Lean back. Stay here or go deeper by bringing right forearm to the floor. Take a deep, full breath in, reconnect. Very gently return to center, square the hips, walk the left toes forward. Inhale, rise to crescent moon lunge, creating a crescent-like shape with the body. Breathe. Circle the arms, exhale, tuck your back toes. Inhale, lift the back knee, coming into high lunge. If you feel particularly wobbly here, I'm on a bit of a tightrope myself. Make sure that your feet are hips width apart. Breathe. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3. Inhale. And my balance is not with me today. Keep working that left leg strong and straight. Exhale, come up. Bring your right knee to your chest. Move with grace. Move slow. Move with focus. Inhale, send it back. And the more you deliver those shoulders to hip height, the more you're going to feel the challenge in the back, the front, and the leg. Exhale, come up. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, come up. Inhale, stretch back. Exhale, come up. This time as we breathe in, we plant the foot on the floor and raise the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, Chaturanga, your choice. Inhale, rise cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ha. Raise your right leg, friends. Look towards your hands. Inhale. Step the foot between your hands. Exhale. Lower to the left knee. You walk right toes open. Circle the arm behind you. Option to bend the knee, tap the back foot. Exhale, come back to center. Walk the right toes in. Leave the back knee down as you reach the arms forward and up. Inhale. Back toes are tucked as you circle the arms behind you. Exhale. Look forward. Find a steady gaze for balance. Bring the back knee up. Inhale. Reach the arms up. Circle the hands to the heart center. Exhale. Shift the gaze to the floor. Virabhadrasana 3. Inhale. Come up. And lower your shoulders to hip height. Exhale, come up and bring the left knee to the chest. Inhale, plant that foot on the floor and raise the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Very nice. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, step back and lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rise your choice, cobra or up dog. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Keep it moving. Inhale, raise your left leg, look towards the hands. Step the foot forward between the hands. Exhale. Lower to the back knee, turn left toes open. Inhale, circle back, option to tap the foot. Exhale, come forward, square the hips and toes forward. Back knee stays down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Circle the arms back as you tuck your back toes. Exhale. Lift your back knee and rise up. Inhale. Another circle as you circle the hands to the heart center. Exhale, shift the gaze to the floor. Virabhadrasana 3. Inhale, rise up and lower the shoulders to hip height. Exhale, come up, bring your knee to your chest. Inhale, plant the foot on the floor and raise your arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward over your legs. Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels good. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back and lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rise, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, go back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Urdhva is upward, Adho is downward. Breathe in your down dog or take a child's pose if you prefer. We'll take just a moment here to land. Beautiful. Oh, I see you've gone to Fiji, Andrea. Looking good, looking good. Trikonasana, raise your right leg, my friends. Oh, sorry, come to down dog first. Sorry, those of you who are in child's pose, come up to down dog. Now raise your right leg, inhale. Step that foot, exhale. You're going to turn the back heel down, straighten your right leg as you roll your chest open towards the ceiling. Turn this way so you can see me. Now, if you can see me, you'll see that my left hip bone is actually rolling sort of down a little bit, okay? So we're not trying to like roll this leg open. We actually want the hip bone about facing the kind of horizontal to the wall, and then we roll the chest open. Remember, sometimes you may like to even take the hand to the right side body and lengthen it out. Enjoy. I find this a really grounding pose. We do need to focus a little bit to find balance, and in this pose, we must feel quite stable through our feet. And that's what helps to ground us, to be connected to what is the manifest world. It's no less real than energy, it's just a denser form of energy. And then stretch the left arm forward over the ear, then lean back. Inhale, circle the top arm down, bend the right knee, and come up to Virabhadrasana 2. Breathe. Inhale deeply. Exhale, cross your arms, switch your legs, and turn to Virabhadrasana 2 to the back of your mat. Breathe here. Exhale, cross the arms, adjust the feet, Virabhadrasana 2 to the front of your mat. Reverse warrior. Inhale, reach the right arm up as you take the left arm down the back leg. Breathe here. And then exhale, place your palms at the top of your mat. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, rise upward facing dog. Exhale, roll back, downward facing dog. Raise your left leg, inhale. Step the foot between the hands, exhale. Trikonasana, back heel down, straighten left leg as you transition, open. And often, you just need to remind that left side body to be long. So often people are so caught up with wanting to be flexible that they want to touch the floor. But again, if you look at the direction of my pelvis, it's highly unlikely that it's actually going to tilt down towards the floor. So we want the sides of the body to be on the same trajectory as the pelvis. So often we're actually not aiming to get the body horizontal to the floor because that just curves us up, and we're looking to seek length in the spine. Okay? So even though I'm pretty bloody flexible, I'm not all desperate to say I've got my palm on the floor. I'm really looking to lengthen. Exhale, take the right arm over the ear. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Bend the left knee, circle the arm up, and go back. Exhale, cross the arms, switch the feet, Vira 2, back wall. Inhale, cross the arms, switch the feet, Vira 2 to the front wall. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach the left arm up and the right arm down the leg. Exhale, place your hands at the top of the mat. Vinyasa, the chorus of the class. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Raise your right leg, inhale. Step the foot, exhale. Trikonasana, straight leg, long right side body, reach up, inhale. Extend the top arm to the front wall, exhale. Circle the arm down, bend the right knee, Virabhadrasana 2, rise up, inhale. Cross the arms, switch the feet, Vira 2, back wall, exhale. Cross the arms, switch the feet, Vira 2, front wall, inhale. Place your palms either side of the front foot, exhale. Plank, Chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Raise your left leg, inhale. Step the foot, exhale. Trikonasana, inhale. Top arm to front wall, exhale. Circle that down, bend the left knee, Vira 2, inhale. Back of the mat, Vira 2, exhale. Front of the mat, Vira 2, inhale. Place your palms at the front of your mat, exhale. Plank, Chaturanga. Rise. Downward dog. Take a deep breath in and down dog. And come to child's pose, or if you prefer to just come to kneeling. Sometimes I just want to come to kneeling in a little bit of a contemplation pose. Just to choose a place where you can surrender. Make your way to sitting. Bring your feet to the mat, kind of wide. Bring your hands to your shins and sit up nice and tall. We're going to pretend that we're pulling a rope and we're going to work our abdominals. So keeping the abdominals firm, you're going to reach the right arm forward, inhale, pull on that rope and lean back until your abs fire up, exhale. Stretch the left arm forward, grab that rope, inhale, and then pull it back until you feel the abs kick in, exhale. Inhale, reach, exhale, pull, and feel your abdominals hold you. Inhale, reach, grab, exhale, pull until you feel the abs fire up. Keep it going. Inhale with breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep it going. And then come up, inhale. Wrap your arms around your knees, drop your head. Take a break. Okay, come up for everyone's favorite pose. We're going to be sarcastic, least favorite if I'm going to be really realistic. Boat. Okay, so you can start by holding onto the thighs and lift your feet up. As soon as I did that, I felt my spine round. So we're going to lift the chest. Okay, and then release the arms forward. You could start to straighten the legs a little bit if you're feeling good. Keeping the chest lifted. Come halfway down. Exhale. Ooh. Slowly start to raise the arms overhead. This is tough. This is amazing prep for handstand. And it's bloody hard. Slowly lower down. Oh, lovely. Oh. Feet together. Knees wide. Take a break. You're going to take a stretch from feet to hands. Inhale. Take a few breaths here. As you breathe out, sweep your arms around, lift your body up, bend your knees and come up to boat. Oh, these little feet and heads popping up. Nice one. Beautiful. Chest lifted. Come halfway down. Exhale. Or to that point where you feel that there's a real fire inside of you. Start to raise the arms if you can. Breathe. You've got to infuse this challenge with sukha, easiness. So it can be really bloody hard, but you've got to have a little bit of joy there. Otherwise you're over-efforting. Slowly start to come down. Oh my God. Oh, whew. Oh, bring your feet together. Get back. Last one. Take a big stretch. Into the stretch on the inhale and then take a few breaths there. Exhale, come up, sweep the arms around, lift, bend the knees. Unless you're an absolute machine. Come halfway down so you feel that fire ignite. Slowly raise the arms. And slowly lower down with control. Take a break. Oh my God. Next time, we're going to hold on from behind the thighs and rock and roll our way all the way up. Until you come up to all fours. Okay, so we're coming back into this one that we did, but we're going to add on into a back bend. So as you breathe in, send your right leg back and your left arm forward. As you exhale, bend the right knee, take the left hand behind you. Okay, so before we did in front, now we do behind, using the strength in the right leg to kick back. You're going to lift up. Keep this arm strong. Keep the right leg strong. One more breath in. Very gently release, come to child's pose. Whew. Come up to all fours. Send your left leg back. Your right arm forward, take a breath. And then exhale, take the right arm behind you, grab hold of left foot or ankle. The strength of the leg is that which lifts you into the back bend. And release. Come to child's pose again. One more back bend. Come all the way up to standing on your knees. Start with your hands on your sacrum. So I say this a lot. My pelvis, well, it's a little bit tilting forward a little bit. A lot of pelvises tilt forward like this. In fact, my pelvis used to tilt forward like this until I started practicing yoga. Just if you've got a forward tilting pelvis, that's fine. You don't want to take that away, but you don't want to collapse the pelvis forward in a back bend. Otherwise, it's just going to compress here. So that's where the hands can help to lengthen that down as we lift up and lean back. Stay here or reach for the heels. Oh, that's good. Come up. Come to kneeling. Oh. There's a real energetic release with a deep back bend. If there's toxins to be released, this actually does stimulate the kidneys. Taking ourselves to the edge of our ability can have us face and see our toxic opinions, thoughts, rigidness, the stuff that's not actually serving us, and back bends can flush that out. So physically the kidneys, but also all that other stuff. So sometimes we can feel really uplifted after a strong back bend, and sometimes we can feel downright crappy after a good back bend. But you know, that just is a flush, a release. So come up again. Georgia, you don't want to grip the butt. So everyone come into your camel pose. You don't want to grip the butt, in particular, you don't want to kind of clench up here, but you do want a little bit of engagement down here. So sometimes in this pose, when I've got my hands on my sacrum, I actually just jiggle around to release this tension up here, which can really aggravate the lower back, okay? But down here is okay, because in order to open up the front of the body, we do need to engage the back of the body, but we're seeking length up here. I hope that makes sense. So coming into your back bend when you're ready. Lift up to come out. Come to kneeling. I call it the yoga high. It's where we go into that zone where we feel so good. It can be difficult when I'm teaching and I hit a spot that feels so good. I don't want to talk anymore. I just want to feel it. We are going to do 3. So just feel the aftermath, whether it's all the endorphins that have been released, that's what it's doing for me. Or sometimes if there's something blocking us from joy, then that will be brought up. Personally, in my own practice, a back bend will bring it up. So when you start to feel yourself move back into a state of centeredness, we'll do 1 more. Coming up, moving into the depth that is appropriate for you. I like to start with my hands on my sacrum. You don't have to. Oh, come up. Come to sitting. Let everything be reorganized. Slowly come to your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Take your knees to the right. Take your knees to the left. And come to rest on your back for Shavasana. Alternatively, if you'd rather take an extended meditation, you can do that. Shavasana is total surrender. Meditation is slightly more alert and focus. start to wake up. Breathing, becoming aware once more of that physical earth beneath you. Take a stretch. Roll over. Make your way to sitting. And just sit again, feeling really anchored and grounded in your body. It's symbolic of the root chakra, or the Muladhara chakra. It is that place where we are stable in our foundation. So when our foundational health is there, we have, 4 limbs, our bones are strong, our immune system is strong, that basic health. When we have that feeling of security within our home, within our family, within our tribe. So you could consider your yoga community an extended family. This is all that base, that foundation, and yoga helps us come back to that place of just feeling at home in our own bodies. If you don't feel at home in your own body, how can you feel at home anywhere in this world? So feel that sense of security and stability, that if you would have been knocked over, you would rise back up again and have that sense of who you are as a person. Just settle into that. Bring your palms together in this symbol, this gesture of the sacredness of practice and of the connectedness of every living being. I come into this place every time I practice and acknowledge that place within everyone and anyone in my life. Whether I agree with somebody, whether I love somebody, whether I don't love them at all, I know that in our essence, we are made up of the same stuff. We are one, and that is to be respected. Namaste. Thanks, everyone. I enjoyed that. So good to see you all. Sorry I didn't get to chat before class because I was a blonde and had my computer on. Yeah. Thanks, Olga.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you, everyone. Hi, Jeannie. Bye, Jeannie. Hi, Nadine. Bye, Nadine. Hi, Jenny. Again, bye, Jenny. Thanks, Kelly. Have an awesome afternoon, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 I love this part. Can't we just do this the whole time? Thanks, David. And you guys' yurt is so freaking cool.
Bye, Denise.
Bye, Gabrielle and Roger. Thanks, David. Thanks, Tatiana. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you, Denise. Bye.
And then there were 3, then there were 4. Thanks, guys. Mwah. I'll see you both soon.
Bye, Denise.
Have a nice afternoon.